7 steps to effective time management. Step number 5, touch it once. This is really, really important. We already talked earlier in one of the killers of time management about how rereading the same information over and over again, or 2, 3, sometimes 4 times, or listening to voicemails time and time again can massively reduce your effectiveness. If you touch it, act on it. Take the next step. So make sure you don't even touch something unless you've got time to work on it there and then. And schedule that time, as we've said, into your diary. Reply to it. It could be it's an email and all you need to do is shove back a quick reply with a quick answer. Okay? Could be that the email you send back is, I'll get back to you on this, I've scheduled to work on this tomorrow. Okay? You then don't need to look at the email, you can schedule in actions on your schedule for the next day, put it on your to-do list for the following day, and write down what you're going to do. Forward it to somebody else. It could be something that somebody else can work on. Yeah, so forward it. It could be that it's just somebody asking for some information, you forward it on to someone else to do it. Or that it is for someone else and that they need it. File it. Yeah, could just need filing. Maybe it is something you need to, if it's a letter that's coming, put it in the file with the rest of the letters. You've already scheduled to work on that in 3 days' time, put it in the file. It's there for when you need it in 3 days. Schedule when you're going to act on something. You don't have to act on it right now. You do want to take an action, and the action you take could just be, this is going to take me 2 hours to work on. I'm going to schedule this for tomorrow and the next day, an hour each day. Schedule it, whatever it takes. Delegate it to somebody else. I said forward it earlier. Well, one way you can forward something is pick it up and say, this is something my secretary can deal with, or this is something that the accounts department needs to deal with. Whatever it is, delegate it onto someone else. If it's not important to you and it's not a goal achieving orientated action, it's much better to schedule it or to delegate it onto somebody else who can act on it and it is part of their duty to do it. Never put it back where you found it. I've seen people do this. They open a letter, they fold it back up, put it back in the envelope, put it back in their in tray. Oh, I'll deal with that later. Well, next time they come along, they've got to get it out and read it again because they've forgotten what they wrote, what they read last time. Deal with it. If you're going to open that letter, make sure you've got time to do one of the 5 things we've already discussed there, whether it's reply, forward, file, schedule, or delegate. Make sure you've got time to take one of those actions. Don't even open the letter unless you've got time to work on it right there and then. Mark it. Make sure you know you've worked on it. If you've worked on a letter, mark it. One of the great ways to reply to a letter, if it's to somebody and you just need to do a quick reply, is literally photocopy the letter, or write the reply on the letter, photocopy it, and send the photocopy back to the person it came from, so that they've got the original letter and your reply on it. Can be a really powerful way to do it. Maybe not ideally in all situations, but there are often situations where that can work. And it's something I've learned to use very, very effectively. To get all the videos in this series and to really start powering your life forward, go across to perfect-time-management.com right now and download the workbook that's designed to go with this series. And I look forward to helping you take charge in your life.